So here are my top 5 SaaS ideas for 2023. If you're an investor and you're looking to invest in businesses, these might be a few things to look for, especially point number 1. And then if you're an entrepreneur looking for some ideas, this might help you get started. I have to give the credit to Rob Walling for the inspiration on this. I love his YouTube channel. He's somebody who's built a few of their SaaS businesses and exited those businesses. He has a really cool business right now and YouTube channel called MicroConf. Again, it's Rob Walling. But anyway, let's dive in. Starting at number 1, this is pretty obvious, which is AI for blank. So ChatGPT, artificial intelligence, is all the rage right now. And businesses that are leveraging ChatGPT and a way to remove pain or make life easier for customers is a big win. For example, at Tykr, I'll do a little self-promotion here for a moment, so bear with me. But with Tykr, we're going to be leveraging ChatGPT to help our customers with what's called a investing assistant. And that investing assistant will help do things like the 4M checklist. We're looking into ways that'll be done for you. Right now, with the 4Ms, you have the margin of safety, which is all about the math part of investing, which Tykr does for us. But it's still recommended you look at the meaning, moat, and management. The meaning is the business model. How many revenue streams does it have? Will the business model be around in the next 10 years? And then you have the moat, which is the competitive advantage. How does this business stack up against the competition? And then you have the management. That's a CEO. Do they have a winning track record of building businesses? So it'd be great if we can have ChatGPT do this for our customers. We've done some testing and so far so good. It looks like it can do a lot of work for everybody. And there's a few other ideas as well, but that's just getting started. So anyway, AI for blank is going to be big. Start looking at businesses, and it's good if it's a business that already has multiple streams of revenue and they kind of bolt on ChatGPT. I know there are businesses out there that they're just simply using the name ChatGPT or AI just as a marketing play, so be a little careful with that. But anyway, AI for blank. So number 2 would be podcast project management software. So we've got a really good team that helps do a lot of the heavy lifting behind the scenes. So essentially what I do is I do the recording of the podcast, and then I hand it off to our editor, Ricardo. He does a great job. He's got a ton of experience in the TV industry. He does the editing, and they hands it off to Jabril, who Jabril then promotes to social media. But it'd be really cool if there's a software that it would help with the pre-interview screening meeting. I don't always do this with guests, but you will see this with some of the higher end podcasts you jump on if that's your thing. You will be screened. And what these people are looking for is to make sure you've got the right equipment, you've got good presentation skills, maybe a decent background if it's going to be on video. But really, you're checking all the boxes. So there's like the pre-screening podcast, then there's the podcast, then there's where you're at in the production process. That's the editing or post-production, I'd say. Then it moves on to the promotional process, which there's a lot of little steps in that process you got to think about, such as, are you emailing the guest and their marketing team? Is that done? Can that be automated with email? And then the promotion, which is a syndication of the whatever URL or audio file or video file that's going on YouTube. How's that all syndicated to Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, so on and so forth? But there's not a tool today that does all of that. There's few little tools that you can kind of piece together, but nothing perfect. But I could see, based on the growth of podcasting, something that's easy to use, some kind of SaaS platform that can really close the loop on the whole process and help podcasters do a better job. This will not only benefit their own business, but create more exposure for the people they have in the podcast. So something to think about there. So number 3, this is a little more personal, but a major pain point I deal with, which is in the United States, we have these park stickers. I love hiking. I love mountain biking and kayaking, so I'm always going to different parks. And you have to get these stickers, which I swear are, the adhesive is so strong, it's like super glue to the inside of your window. You literally have to get a scraper every year to get the thing off and then put the new one on. And nowadays, with artificial intelligence, I know our iPhones can do this. You can take pictures of text, whether it's a billboard or a book. I do this all the time, and it's smart enough to identify the characters. So instead of us putting those stickers on the inside of the car, state park systems should be using a software that allows customers or people who love going to parks to purchase a sticker, quote unquote, virtual sticker. And then when they go through the gate to the park, there's a camera that takes pictures, and within seconds, it can identify as, yes, that car has been connected or is associated with a sticker. So it's a green check, you're good. If it's a red little X or whatever, in that case, they're going into the park, they haven't paid, they would have a notice of like 7 days to make a payment. If not, they'd be issued a ticket. That can all be automated by technology and leveraging the power of artificial intelligence. But I tell you what, that saved myself a ton of pain, because I always dread, it's every like November, December, I'm buying a new ticket, and I know in January I got to be scraping that sticker off to put the new one on. It's just a pain in the butt. All right, moving on to number 4. This would also solve a pain point that was near and dear. I have left this world, but the corporate world, there's a ton of meetings, back-to-back-to-back meetings. And the reason is it's looking for clarification. How do we do this? What do I do? What do I need to do? What actions do we need to take? And we need to get ahead of that and leverage email to do a better job. So I was thinking of an email platform, maybe it bolts onto Outlook or something else that actually limits the characters and formats the email into different blocks. Like, here's the problem, here's what I'm looking for, here are the actions laid out in bullets. And this could be one of these plays if you were to build this tool and start to get some maybe mid-sized businesses using it, get some data on how much time it saves, and then try to upsell it to some larger corporations and then leverage that data. And if you were to go to Microsoft, this could be a play where you could probably sell it to Microsoft if it bolts onto Outlook. Just an idea. Not saying this would work all out, but if you are interested in that, I'd love to have a conversation, because that could be a big pain remover. I tell you what, corporate meetings are just, their big issue is just, it's nonstop and it consumes so much time. And then number 5 would be, this would be a fun one, which is pricing grids for SaaS. A lot of businesses are building SaaS businesses, but then they get to the marketing component of creating these price charts. You know what I'm talking about when I describe this. You have like your basic plan, your standard, your pro, or whatever. In most cases, they're poorly designed, poorly organized. And it's like the final stretch, the final mile or last mile, as they'd say, is completely failing. You're doing all the right things, and you get up to the pricing grid, and it's like, oh, this is a complete loss, and the customer just leaves the site. So what I would do is create a SaaS platform that creates templated pricing grids that are automatically incorporated and connected to Stripe, PayPal. We use Paddle at Tykr, but that way it's like you could literally pick your template grid, punch in the criteria, whether it's features or benefits. Some businesses focus more on features, some more on benefits, but have everything laid out based on statistics on what converts best, what's best practice from colors and formatting and font standpoint. You can pick your template, copy and paste via a little like JavaScript code. You can let's snip it, put it in the site. It's already connected to Stripe, PayPal, so on and so forth. And you're off and running. You have the peace of mind knowing that you're not losing out on those conversions, because again, a lot of people do everything right, but they get to the pricing page and the customers, they fall off. So last mile of process, I think that'd be a fun one for you. So anyway, those are the top 5. Number 1 is the big one to look for, AI for blank. I could see that being hot wherever. Even Tykr is going to be incorporating that. We're really excited for that. But if you have any comments or questions, I'd love to see a comment on YouTube, hear your thoughts. But that's all I have to say about the top 5 SaaS ideas of 2023. All right, bye for now.